Hi everybody, welcome to Monkey Island Madness. This is a live show taped over at Ustream TV, and I am talking to a live audience, and I don't edit, so they're long videos, but I'll be talking to ladies in chat. Hi Ange, I hope I haven't missed anybody. Oh good Ange, I'm glad you're feeling better. Hi Lynn. So, I'm like you, Suzanne. We were just talking about alcoholic drinks before I hit record, so... Um, Today I'm going to ink um, almost my last Inktober, which on one hand I'm glad it's almost over. You know, like knowing I have to do something every day has been kind of a pain. But I've really had fun doing this. And the best thing about it is the discipline. You know, I do it because I've committed to this. So I might continue doing them, not every day. Um, but yeah, I may go ahead and continue doing them. And FYI, I think yep, I hear Robert outside. So Ratatouille will be coming in as usual because this is when he usually gets home from giving doing his blood on Monday. So hopefully that won't be forever. But well, next week he goes back into a month-long treatment. So yeah, we won't have the interruptions too much longer. And I did an impromptu stream on Saturday, and I showed the flow book. So if any of you want me to flip through it, I will. A friend who used to be my neighbor and part of the coffee club sent me this. And I showed it on Saturdays, so you can see it there. But if you want me to flip through it quickly, I will. It is a very cool book. I love the cover. It's just so pretty. But yeah, but this is on the, it was Saturday's stream. You're going to get a copy today in the mail. It is a very cool book. I'm excited to do some work in it. Oh, Mr. Vaughn is here with groceries.
Yeah, I went to Target.
I'm glad you did. I was wondering about that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll flip through it real quick. Won't take but a few minutes. It's a book, it sounds to me, and I haven't read much of it, so I could be totally wrong, but it's really about being mindful, about making time, being creative, being reflective. Yeah, I think it's a very cool book, and it's probably better to start from the beginning and work your way through it, but I'm just going to flip through, index in the back. Being mindful of the good things around you, how to console someone. I actually should read that, because consoling people, I think, is uncomfortable for everybody. Exercises in self-kindness. I don't have a problem with that. I'm really good to myself. I didn't give him a list today, Eileen, so I'll get it Wednesday. I told him, just go get my creamer. He's so nice, you guys. I have to say this. He is so sweet. I ran out of half and half yesterday, and I knew it. I could have gone to the store yesterday and gotten it. But I thought, well, we're going. He has to go to town this morning anyway. I'll just blow it off, and I'll have. And we were out of milk too. I'll just use powdered creamer tomorrow. It doesn't bother me. He had gotten up early and went down and got me some creamer this morning. I mean, he had to go like at 5:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, you didn't have to do that. Being together, being alone, who you'd like to see again. And then there's a whole section on Empire Penguins, which is about together is better. This is a cool thing. It's a little tip-in envelope that has stickers in it. So you can't see that, but yeah, it's got several pages of stickers in it. I know, you guys, he is really sweet. I don't know, I don't deserve this. I really do not deserve it. I'm telling you that. Would I do the same thing for him? Nah, I might. I might. Here you get to write a letter to yourself. Oh wow, you really did shop, didn't you? Good boy. What do you give yourself? But it seems like it's really a self-reflective book that you do the actual work in. I'm uncomfortable doing the work in the book, but I might make myself do this. But the photography in this is just gorgeous. Eileen said I don't deserve you.
You talking to me?
Yeah, Eileen says you don't deserve Robert. I told him that you went and got me creamer this morning before I ever got out of bed, because it was very sweet. And I was thankful. I told him thank you, and then she tells me I don't deserve you. But there's pages like this with just a cool quote on it and little artwork, doodles. Here's a page of stickers of nothing but women's faces. There's 2 of these. Let's stick together. I don't know what it's about. These will probably end up in the Beast. I knew when I met you an adventure was about to happen. Mindfulness and love. But like this drawing, I love that. I love that. This time you'll succeed. I'm not sure if that's about, oh yeah, this is about the exercising, you know, work if you don't exercise, which I need to do more of, I will admit. How to break into it so you succeed. Yeah. What are your thoughts about happiness? Allow life to be just as it is. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kimberly. Can it just be? I like this. So pretty. I'll show it. Oh, okay, Dee Dee. It's the flow book. A book that takes its time. One of the coffee club ladies, Elaine, and that's why I always call Eileen Elaine, because she was coffee club lady and my friend, and she moved away, so she sent me a present. Wishes, plans, dreams. We'll see if I actually do this. Okay, hon. Did you get the tire fixed? He didn't hear me. Which means he probably took his hearing aid out. Thoughts aren't facts, so don't take them seriously. Treat yourself as you would treat a good friend. Wherever you go, there you are. So there's poetry, there's tip-ins. Here, this is a 30-day notebook. It's a mini course in mindful analysis, and they give you prompts every day of what to write about. Now this one, where are you from, and write about your family and ancestry. I could write entire books about this because I've done my genealogy. I love genealogy. I did it for years. And if I hadn't hit a brick wall, I probably would be doing it today. So, yeah, it's just a book about being mindful. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I love the photography. This is all stuff that I think they want you to cut out and then put on this. It's a triple fold, just blank paper, but it's just cutting and pasting. And I always feel like I want to do collage, but I don't do it. I think having all this stuff not organized makes me nervous. So Yeah, looking at my inner self would scare the hell out of me. Are you kidding? How to be happy with yourself. And since I call myself queen and stuff like that, you guys know I don't have any trouble with that. And then here's little postcards. They're perforated that you can stick in an envelope and send off to people. They got quotes on them. Somewhere over the rainbow, I like that. But they're talking about snail mail, which we don't really have to worry about that much, because we do that with each other a lot. But do you ever really sit down and write a letter? I do to my grandchildren in their birthday cards and holiday cards and stuff like that. Because one of my favorite things growing up was, hi Julie, getting a letter. Because my grandmother was really good about, if she sent you a letter, she always sent you money. And so I love not only getting her letters, and I still have their letters, and I'm glad I have them because I have their handwriting, and her letters were just fluff, whatever they were doing on any given day. But yeah, I love snail mail letters, and I really miss my pen pal. So here again, this is another one where you just cut out the things and put them on the road, and then I guess have them saying things. So yeah, and a lot of it I haven't read, so I don't know what you exactly have to do. And I told you guys, and I would love to do this again. I don't know if Dee Dee did it. I don't know how many of you did it, but when Jonna and Darcy did the scavenger hunt, I think after the first of the year, I'm going to organize another scavenger hunt. I thought that was so much fun. Scouring to find things. Oh, I love that. It was fun for me. Happiness is seeing life with eyes wide open. When you're smiling. This is an interview with clinical psychologist Tara Kraft. And apparently somebody's done a whole study on smiling. I'm sure it's good for you, that it probably releases endorphins or something that makes you feel good. And then this one is the case for hand lettering, which I will love this. Okay, Brenda liked it too. I really liked it. So I like hand lettering, and I hand lettered this morning when I drew my Inktober. And this is about spices, and half of this stuff I know nothing about, don't want to know nothing about it. Okay, Mindy wants to do it. Okay. Yeah, Kathy, it was a long time ago. It was, oh gosh, I'd have to pull it out. I have mine somewhere. Maybe I'll pull it out and show you guys. But it was when Darcy and Jonna, the very first time they made a traveler's notebook. Before Jonna started doing the material ones, they sent out a list of things that you had to find to put in your traveler's notebook. Yep, when they did their Fodori duct tape journal, exactly. You'd love to hear hand lettering? Well, it's hard to hear it, but you can watch it. Yeah, Jonna and Darcy did the scavenger hunt. I might have that right here. I might just yank it out and show you guys. Pleasant propaganda. So I don't know, if you're a person that wants to do something very mindful and introverted, I think this would be a great book. And I so appreciate Elaine sending it to me. She knows me well, very well. And she knows this is the sort of thing I would love. And she also bought herself one too. So she said, well, we can do it together. It used to be we sat and yacked every day. Now we don't. But we'll still get together. And these are you're supposed to have like a beautiful moment jar, I think. And these are little cards for you to write down beautiful moments throughout your day, your life, your whatever. You want to learn hand lettering. Yeah. There's some great books out there. So I'm not sure if I'll do the beautiful moments. Well, this morning I could write about Robert going and getting my creamer before I got out of bed. That was really a nice thing. And I was like, oh, he's so sweet. So anyway, the thing I like when I get a book as a gift is for somebody to write in it. So this came directly from Amazon, but I wish it had gone to Elaine first so she could have written in it. I like books personalized if they're gifts. And I don't give away gift books. I keep them forever. So let me see if I have the scavenger hunt journal right here, because I think I do. I do. Just so you guys who didn't participate or know about it can see it. I bought this from Jonna later. They called it the Stick It Down Challenge is what they called it. I bought the Sock Monkey journal from Jonna. And Didi, if you're clutching your pearls, you know what? I'm just saying paybacks are a blank, right? Because I got the Sock Monkey one. So at the beginning, there was a list. Oops, there's my address. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter, but anyway, I'll give you an idea of some of them. Have her handwrite a book plate and send it. I probably will, CB. Let's see, we say. Oh, you must have done some pretty bad typos. Anyway, number one was just pick something up off the street and stick it down. So whatever I found for that is on page 3. Where's number 1? There it is. I found a feather. So there's the feather that I stuck down. Number 2 is go to a coffee shop, get a drink, ask for a receipt, and stick it down. So just stuff like that. It was just so much fun. And there's my receipt from Barnes & Noble, Starbucks. And I went ahead and kept the business card because that was coffee with Cooey. So even something so silly as this, those are my granddaughters. And that's number 32. Let's see what number 32 is. And my list went front and back. So 32 is take a picture of something or someone you love and stick it down. So there's the girly girls. Oh, and they look so young there. They were young there. So you get the idea of what it was like. Get a bottle cap and stick it down. Some of it was pretty thick, so I didn't actually stick it down, but it's like get a sticker from a piece of fruit and stick it down. Get a piece of shipping or duct tape. Find a piece of local event poster or bumper sticker and stick it down. Keep your next tag from a loaf of bread. Take the pop top off a can, stick it down. Use the next bag from your chips. You know, just stuff like that you just gather. And this was words to a song, your favorite song, I think. Let's see what the actual prompt was. Doodle the name of your favorite song and stick it down. So I just wrote, there's Forever Young. I love Rod Stewart. It was a toss-up between Forever Young and Downtown Train. But I wrote the lyrics, and then every time it said Forever Young, I went ahead and doodled it larger. So yeah, it was just so much fun. And looking back, you know, it's just like I hadn't remembered that the day I did the coffee, I was with Cooey that day. This was a spoon that you had to stick down. This was my brochure from a local what do I want to call venue. So it was fun. And then they did a thing where anybody, and this was from a church, you had to get a church newsletter magazine or a newspaper article. Just look at it's so much fun. Isn't this a cool little journal? So yeah, I want to do this again because this was fun. And this was one that you had to doodle. So yeah, I'm thinking we're going to do this again. And I mean, what prompted it was them actually making the journal. But I think most of us have one. But if we wanted to do something where we actually make a journal again, it would just be a fun project. So, but we're going to wait until after the first of the year because really, between now and the end of the year, I'm overloaded. So, I think we will be doing that. Thank you, Dragonfly. I've shown them how to get nice handwriting. Most of them know how to do it now. Okay. So let me see about getting some light on the subject here, and I'm going to go ahead and ink. I kept calling this guy Little Devil. That's what I thought his name was. But his name is actually Hot Stuff, the Little Devil. So I learned something this morning. And in Moss journal would be cute in this size, yeah. Oh, you won Darcy's Duck Story Journal? Oh, how cool is that, Brenda? Yeah, I think they made one. The one that they made on stream, I think they did give away. I think everybody made duck dirt. I didn't make one. I didn't make the duct tape Dories because I already had so many. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this guy. And I can't remember. It seems to me like his lines were pretty big. So, hi, Leah. Welcome back. I'm going to look and see. Maybe if I put in Hot Stuff. I just want to see how weighted his lines are. I think he could take, yeah, his lines were pretty weighted. So, all right. We'll use a 03 on it then. I'm missing bottom left. Oh my gosh, you got great eyes there, Allie. Hi, by the way. I am missing a dot. I am. My hands are still stained from yesterday when I was messing with the silks, which I'm going to get out in a minute and show you what happened to them. I'll try and do this so you can see. Did I grab a hold of that crappy pen? No, because that was 5, not 3. And if you're not familiar with Hot Stuff, he was an impish little guy, and everything he touched in our world would catch on fire because he's a little devil, right? So I figured he was a good one for the day before Thanksgiving, before Halloween, and I already have tomorrow's picked out. I've known what tomorrow's was going to be from the very beginning, since I made the list. I've known what tomorrow's was going to be. Did anyone power watch Beyond Stranger Things? Well, I have not. I'm still watching Gilmore Girls. Because after Joe, I needed a break, man. Just something mindless. This little guy is cute, though. And it doesn't look like I left the highlight in his eye, but it'll jump out when I erase the graphite. Hopefully I left it in there. But I've really enjoyed the whole Inktober thing, and I probably will continue because there's still some on the list that I want in the book, and I left about 10 extra pages so I could do. Oh, Joe from what the heck is the name of that show, Eileen, that I was watching? Oh, I can't think of it. I'll think of it in a minute. Now that's going to drive me crazy. Eileen will tell you if she's paying any attention. It wasn't Criminal Minds. I'm thinking it was a crime series where the guy was a murderer. And he broke out from jail. The following. Thank you, Eileen. And the guy's name was Joe. And Joe Carroll is hot stuff. Yeah, he is. But I like Luke on Gilmore Girls too, so that wasn't real straight, but that's all right. I could have used a straight edge for that, but no big deal. Joe Carroll. And if you follow Eileen and I on Twitter, we would send each other's pictures back and forth of Joe, and yeah, it was funny. But it was a very intense show, I have to say. It was very intense. So, and I kind of like mindless TV when I'm drawing or whatever. So, this makes it look like this is so quick to draw this. I struggled with the devil this morning. Because proportionately his head is so much larger than his body. I could not get those proportions right. Is Ange leaving? Okay, bye, Ange. I'm glad you're feeling better. We'll catch you somewhere. You're almost done watching it for the 4th time. I may watch it again. I don't know. But yeah, when I'm doing this on this, it makes it look like this is so simple. This morning I did struggle because his body is smaller than his head. And getting that proportion for me was hard. I don't know why, but it was. So, and there was some pretty cool lettering. I had like a choice of 3 letterings to do for hot stuff. I chose the most basic lettering because I was already frustrated enough over his proportions. Change those tidy whities. You didn't know that Kevin Bacon was married to Kiera Sedgwick? I didn't either. I have no interest in Hollywood anything, you guys, so I wouldn't know who's married to who. Um, some of it you just can't stay away from. Like, well, now there is one person that I was interested in until he got married, and that was George Clooney. I just loved him. He's so cute. But the rest of it, no, I don't care about. I like the fact that some of these people actually take their marriage vows seriously. Um, Tom Hanks, for example, that he's been married for so long. I admire that, but I don't, yeah, the whole Hollywood thing, I don't, mm-mm. Somehow they have an overblown sense of their own importance, in my humble opinion. I'm going to go ahead and use this, because the little devil I just added. Because if I wrote it like they wrote it, it would be so small you could never read it. So, yeah, they've been married over 20 years. Okay. I tweeted a link where Janet cried when she watched it. Eileen, you're so damn funny. George showed his butt. Suzanne, find the link and send it to me. And I'm going to use the 5 on this so you can read it. Well, see, I like that. If they took their marriage vows seriously and they've gone through all the Hollywood baloney and made it through to the other end, good on them. Most of the time, I think they're spoiled, rotten brats. Well, I shouldn't be talking, right? Okay, whoever said they liked my handwriting, now you know how my handwriting can be. Very nice. I use the lettering guide. No mystery here. So only one more day of this. And it was easier this year because, or this month, because Robert wasn't in treatment and I didn't have to do a bunch ahead, you know? Kurt Russell. I saw a thing that maybe they'd broken up, not that I cared. No, I'm just saying I liked him till he acted like a fool with his marriage. Oh, okay. All right. Let's erase this and see where we need to touch up. I may yeah, I probably should do some shading on him. The photo I was drawing off of was color. A lot of these cartoons that I've drawn, the reference material was in color. So sometimes I had to make a judgment call because they use color where I only was using the black and white. So there's the little devil. Do you guys remember him? I might color that hot stuff in too. I'm not really happy with the lettering, but oh well. I have to say I was a little frustrated with myself this morning. This one did not come as easy as some of them have. But I think those are the times that you learn too, because I knew there was an error. I could tell there was an error, but I couldn't really figure out what the error was. And because his head was so wide, I had made his body real wide, where his hand, where here it's kind of under his ear, I had his hand originally out here somewhere. And it was like, something about this just doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right, you know? And then finally it was like, well, dumbass's hand is right under his ear. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm going to shade it just a little bit. Not too much, because I might want to erase this and color him in after Inktober is all over. Let's see if I can find the original that I drew off of. You remember most of them, but not him. Well, he was created in 1957 by a guy named Warren Kramer. And I had forgotten that girl character. She looks like the girlfriend in Richie Rich. And her name was Gloria. So I don't know if she was a normal character on this, but I remember I had these cartoons. And look how many there were to choose from. It's so hard to choose which one you're going to do. I may not even be able to find it again. Yeah, see, she's in there, this here again, which makes me think she was a regular character, but boy, she looks like Gloria in Richie Rich. You'd think I'm a cartoon aficionado, right? By now, I practically am. I don't see how he burns a hole through the fence when he walks through it, or he melts a bowling ball. I think I've gone too far. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just shade it like I want to shade it. Or go back later and... Got quiet, sorry. James Purefoy, who is Joe Carroll, was also in Hap and Leonard. I did not watch that show. You know, I think when you play a role like Joe Carroll, I don't care what else you're ever in. I think audiences see. I've seen him as Joe Carroll now, so thinking of him as anything other than Joe Carroll, and I suppose it depends on the actor. Hang on, I'm needing my eraser. It would be really hard to see him as anything other than Joe Carroll. I mean, because he was so evil, but so charismatic, you know. So this is typically what I do when I shade with graphite, put it on pretty dark, and then pick it back up. He's cute. I have to say, he is cute. But I don't think many people will actually remember him. But that's okay. I'm doing it for my own enjoyment, right? Okay, I think I'm about ready to call him done. And I might go back and color in that lettering, or I might wait until I do it in color. I might want to color those in. I think the original lettering was in purple and yellow, I think. I might want to do it in purple and yellow. And if I color it in black now, I lose that option. And only one more. That seems unreal. Well, in this month, I have to say, this month has gone so fast, you guys. Like, where did October go? Robert's going back into treatment. I can't believe that month went so fast. And after this, I probably will start a new recording. I think the shorter ones do upload better. Cat is sneezing. That's weird. All right, I'm thinking he might be done. You think so too, Jean? Yeah, like where did the month go? Would you say he's reached his pinnacle as an actor? Not necessarily, Suzanne. I think, oh, they call it something, but I think it's why certain actors kind of get put into a box. It's hard to see them as anything other than, like, especially an evil role like that. Like, I could never see him as a romantic leading man, even though he's very charismatic. You know what I'm saying? They get stereotyped. Do you think, well, I know Roxy laid around and slept all day yesterday. Like, she didn't bug me for treats or nothing yesterday, which was really weird. Like, we usually do the treat thing about every hour at least. And yesterday she just crashed on the couch. All right, there you go. He's going in the book. Say bye-bye, little devil. All right, I'm gonna typecast. Thank you, Dee Dee. God, some days my brain just does not work. So he's going in, and then when this whole month is over, I will go ahead and flip through the book one more time and call this one done. Done, done, done. Let me stop this recording. If you've watched on YouTube, thanks for watching. And I'm going to play with silks next. At least I'm going to show them. So let me start a new recording.